Well, welcome back, everyone. I'm Kevin Long. The judge, John Payton, is here, and we are going to talk some football, believe it or not, before we get out of here tonight. We've got Blake Ligon, who is with the Plano West football team, coming in, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to say it right now. You know, after we saw Plano West's first game of the year against Arlington Martin, if you'd told me Plano West is going to make a viable run at the district, which they have, I mean, they have really played two great teams great. And right about now, they're sitting in a position where they can still get a playoff spot. But if you told me that early in the year, I wouldn't have been able to get my wallet out quick enough to bet on that one. But I've never seen a team turn it around like they did. And Blake Ligon, who's one of their receivers, is in with us. Blake, what were your feelings after you lose to Martin? Not only lose, but really get blown away pretty good. I mean, did you guys, was your confidence shaken at that point?
It was pretty rough to just see. We'd worked so hard to get to that point, and then when we finally reached the big stage, it just kind of fell through. But being with this team, you never doubt for a second that the next game could be a good one.
Well, you played the folks from Marcus, gave them all the football they wanted. You gave Allen all the football they wanted. Those are regarded as two of the better teams in the state. If you played Arlington Martin again, I don't think the same result would take place.
Not a doubt in my mind. I feel like this team's heart is incredible. We could beat them next time around.
Okay, going down the home stretch here, you guys got to be thinking playoff because, you win the right amount of games, you're going to be in there.
That's definitely the motivation. That's been the objective from day one off season last year. So it's nice to see that we've definitely got a viable shot, and it's nice knowing that we definitely have a viable shot in these next games.
Last week when Allen was able to get by, was the feeling, boy, we played them a heck of a game, or was the feeling we should have won that game?
We should have won. Never a doubt that we should have won. We control our own destiny, and we know Allen's a great team, Marcus is a great team, but we rank ourselves up there too. I mean, we have the confidence and the players to know that we can do that.
You could have beat both of them.
Yes, sir. It was pretty rough to lose, but we know that we can come back next week and give them a good game.
Okay, Judge.
Blake, take me through the fourth quarter of Marcus, because you guys weren't the game that we had that weekend because you were gone, you were away that weekend. But I was calling your game almost when we were in the booth calling the game we had, and it seemed very exciting. It seemed like a seesaw battle that was decided by some kind of amazing field goal from this amazing field goal kicker that Marcus must have brought in from a retired Houston Oilers team or something. Take me through the last 10 minutes of the fourth quarter.
We were feeling really confident. We had stuck with them. Our defense was playing incredible, and our offense was doing pretty well too. And we were just feeling really good. And then that last drive started, and we still had confidence. And then they made the kick, and a lot of teams would have folded right then, I feel like. But just knowing the guys on our team, knowing the heart that we've got. There was never a doubt that we could come back from it.
Now, was the field goal that sent you into overtime? Because I'm trying to remember. I'm a little bit older, and Blake, as you get a little bit older, your memory starts to go. Let me tell you. But remind me, was the one that sent it into overtime? Was that a 53-yard field goal?
Yes, sir. 53.
Yeah. What were you guys thinking when you lined up on the line of scrimmage and were getting ready for this 53-yard field goal attempt from a high school kicker? In a boiler pressure game with the crowd probably going ecstatic, were you guys thinking this kid can't make this, or we're going to get to him? What was the feeling on the sidelines and the feeling on the field?
Well, there were a lot of nerves involved, obviously, but just watching it, we didn't want to send too much pressure because we were scared of the fake, but we never thought that it would happen. I mean, all credit to him. It was an incredible kick.
Now, do you remember where you were at on the field at that time, or on the sideline and watching the ball go through the air? Do you remember what was going through your mind at the time?
I was right even with the kicker, and I looked and I said, "There's no way, there's no way," and then it happened.
And then way.
And then way.
Wow! And so then overtime begins, and I mean this wasn't an easy overtime. Because when I'm looking through this, and Jim Macaluso, who's our engineer and executive director, more or less, he's giving me his computer as we're broadcasting the home game at Clark Field, and I'm seeing first overtime, second overtime, third overtime. Tell me about the fourth overtime. What happened? Because I saw that you guys attempted a field goal first. Didn't you have possession first?
Yes, sir.
And did it go long? Did it go wide? Did it shank off to the right? What happened on that in that instance?
It missed left by a foot.
Wow.
So it was pretty rough because I was holding it and I just looked up and wanted to go through so bad. But
you tried to will it through the middle.
Yes, sir.
So how'd the snap feel? Did the snap feel strong? Did the hold feel strong?
Everything seemed good to me.
So the mechanics felt good. It just wasn't meant to be then.
It just wasn't meant to be.
And so Marcus comes on the field. Your defense meets the call, or did Marcus immediately set up for a field goal?
Our defense had to play some plays, and then I think they got him either third or fourth down, and they decided to kick and did it.
And that field goal, if I'm not mistaken, was it a 36-yard field goal or a 39-yard field goal?
Around there.
36-yard field goal. And you made a 53-yard one earlier. Were you thinking there's no way anybody strikes lightning twice like this, or were you guys thinking, oh man, we got to get to the ball?
We were thinking that we were thinking we need to get the ball, and this guy's done it once, he can do it again. So let's try to get it. And we were real close.
Well, I tell you what, and I'm going to ask this question outright, Blake, because we had Coach Hughes on at the beginning of the year, and he talked about it. We had the defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator on. You guys make a run of 0-7. Then you hit Martin. Did you see yourself sitting here tonight looking at not only really a playoff berth in your own hands, but also before you hit Marcus, you're what, 4-1? 4-1. Tell me what it was like in the locker room getting ready for Marcus, knowing the Plano West Wolves, who had to struggle and suffer and listen to everybody talk about being 0-7. You're 4-1. What kind of feeling is that?
Well, we used last year as motivation. I think it really made the team grow stronger as a unit, and I think that's really been the major difference, the major change from last year to this year. And going all through off season, we knew we were picked to be last, and so knowing that, it was nice to know that we had a legitimate shot and that our team was a lot better than we'd been given credit for. And so lining up against Marcus, it was exciting. It was just another opportunity to go prove what the Wolves are made of.
And now let's talk about the future. Past is behind us. We've moved forward. Now we're different. Now we're a legitimate contender, without a question. Nobody can put you down. Nobody can talk badly about you. Let's talk about Hebron. What does Plano West have to do, besides putting more points on the board than Hebron? But what do you have to do offensively and defensively against Hebron?
Offensively, we'll have to get both sides, both areas of the ball moving. We're going to have to pass effectively and run effectively. They've got some good linemen, solid defensive end, and we've got the players to match them. So on offense, we just got to get the ball moving whatever way possible. And then on defense, we've got to stop them. It's going to be one up front. We've got solid line, solid secondary, solid backers. They can all get the job done. So that's what we're looking for.
What do the reports tell you about Hebron? Are they going to run the ball heavily against you? Are they looking to pass the ball heavily against you? Do they have a balanced attack? What are you guys looking for in the tape that told you what to prepare for this week?
I think they're a pretty balanced offensive team, and then defensively, we've been focused more on secondary, but they've got a quality secondary. They'll roll to different coverages, and so we've got some plays in mind to beat it.
Well, let's not share that, of course. But
of course.
Now, base defense. You guys running a 4-3 right now?
Yes, sir.
Very much
Yes,
so. 4-3, very
Different
good.
from last year.
Well, Blake, I'll tell you what. I'm excited about Plano West football. It's been fun to watch online when we haven't, because we had your games early in the season, and so it's been fun to watch online. How you have progressed through the district, and best of luck. Let's take Hebron down. Let's create another win for a Plano school. Plano East beating Hebron last week. Now it's your turn to line up and take them down next, and I hope that we get to talk to you again about this in the playoffs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Blank, thanks for joining us tonight. Kevin?
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. We've had kind of an interesting night here between the subject matter we've covered and the fact that the Plano West Wolves have really, really turned it around like I've never seen a team turn around. Like after that blowout against Martin, I thought, wanted to put it this way, I certainly thought they had the opportunity to come together and win a few more games, but as far as making a viable run at the district and nearly beating two of the better teams in the state like they did, and probably should have beat them,
Absolutely.
I'm semi-amazed. All right, I'll tell you what, on behalf of the judge, I'm Kevin Long. Have a good evening, everyone, and we'll join you next Wednesday.